Hi! I wanted to talk briefly about why to choose Young Living essential oils over all those things that you see in the market at Target, you see them at Walmart, you see them at the grocery store now, and at Michael's craft store. Okay, so if you already have essential oils that aren't Young Living, you're probably also thinking, well, why can't I just use these? So after today, after I tell you why, then you can still use those essential oils that you have, but use them in your toilet as potpourri. So you can put a drop in the toilet. It makes a little mask so there's no smell in the bathroom, and then you flush it down there because that's where those essential oils belong. Most of them are not good quality. So I had been using those same essential oils from the grocery store, thinking I was doing awesome. I was patting myself on the back, like, way to go, mama! Yes, you're doing awesome! You're doing all the natural things, way to go. Well, then I started researching. And when I started researching essential oils and how they're made and the quality, I realized that there is a lot of junk out there. So there's basically a pyramid of quality. So down at the bottom, you're going to have terrible junk that's totally synthetic. So that's perfume grade, okay? It could say like all the Glade plugins. Those are junk, toxic, horrible, awful chemical yuck, okay? So they can create the same molecule in the lab that is considered lavender, but it's not synthetic. I mean, it's not natural. It's all synthetic. It's all man-made. And you're adding actually to your toxic load when you're putting those kinds of things on your body, in your body, and around in your air, okay? So then you have the next grade, which is mixed with essential oils and synthetics, okay? So it could say, this one, I've seen this one at Target where it says rose essential oil for $3. Young Living's is almost $200. So I pick it up, I look at the label. The last ingredient of 6 ingredients is rose. So here's what it tells me. They got this giant vat of thousands of gallons of gunk, and in it they put 1 drop of rose. So it's in there. It is. But all the other things in there are synthetic fragrances, oils, who knows, okay? You don't want those in there. That is not rose. Rose is a powerful oil, but not when you get it from the $3 area at Target. All right, so then the next up is where you have straight essential oils, okay? So you could have, what a lot of companies do is they take lavender and they mix it with another essential oil. So what you have is all essential oils. So they can put on their label 100% essential oil, but it might not be all lavender. A lot of companies cut costs and they mix hybrid in. It's called lavandin or lavandine. It is a hybrid of lavender and they get a better yield from it. So they will mix that in, and now you are not getting the lavender that you think that you're getting, okay? Chemically, it's completely different, totally different. So for me, I like to put lavender on a cut or a scrape. And when I do that with Young Living's lavender, I know it's not going to sting, okay? There's nothing in there that's going to sting. But if I were to have a lavandine, and put it on there, holy mackerel, that's going to sting. I've had people that said, you said that I could use lavender. No. I said you can use lavender from Young Living on a cut. Anything else, I don't know what's in there. I cannot guarantee it. So, and then at the very top, which is not very many oils, is unadulterated. It says what it is on the bottle, okay? So this is straight lavender. There's nothing mixed in. There's no carrier oils. There's no fragrance. There's no synthetics. There's nothing. There's no hybrid of anything else, okay? So when you look at that pyramid, most of the stuff is junk as you're moving up, or mystery oils. So not only, Young Living goes farther than that. So not only are we pure, we say what we are on the label, but we also have a seed to seal promise. This is beyond what companies do. We are the only company that owns our own farms. We have farms throughout the world. I've been to 3 of our farms so far, one in Idaho, one in Utah, and one in Ecuador, hoping to go to more soon, because Young Living wants our members, and we even let the public come and see, guys. We have full transparency. We want you to come to the farm. Heck, if you want to work for free, Come on, do it. So you can pick the plants, help with the distillation, help with the planting, the whole deal. They want you there. There is full transparency. They want you to see from seed to seal what happens with our plants, and that it's exactly what we say is in the bottle, and it's the safest thing for your family. All right, so our seed to seal promise, what does it mean? A, the first step is the seed that goes in the ground, okay? We know that this is the best seed. There's been a lot of discussion lately about our lavender. I've been talking about lavender a lot today because it's one of my favorites. So lavender, a lot of companies will take one seed, one plant, and then they're going to make babies off of that, okay? They're all clones, all the same. Well, when you have clones, you don't get diversity in the chemistry of your oil. You want your oil to have the basic same chemistry, just like humans. We're all basically the same, right? But you and me, we're a little bit different because we're not clones. But if you take a clone, it's the exact same thing, exact same thing. Well, your body starts recognizing that as the exact same thing, exact same thing. So maybe it's not going to react the same. You want something that is a little bit diverse, just like you and me. We're almost the same, but not quite. Because then your body sees it and makes changes all the time and still reacts to that oil the way you want it to. All right, the next step is cultivation. Gary Young, who is our founder, said, if you don't know your soil, you don't know your oil. So if you don't know how your plant was grown, what in the world? So you have every single thing in the soil is making your plant diverse. So you've got vitamins and minerals, and you've got water, you've got microbes all in there. Our company is testing the soil constantly. We want to have all those good things in there. And if it's not, we're fixing it. We also take all of the plant material from our distillation, compost it, and put it back on our farms. In Ecuador, we have goats on the farm, and we have worms on the farm. The only reason is for compost for our plants. How cool is that, right? So it's awesome. They have a whole area of worm farming. There's one guy, his whole job is worm farming. And then you have a whole team for the goats. It's pretty cool. So the next step is distillation. So distilling the plants, I used to think, oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure all the plants are the same and distillation is fine. Well, I got to sit down with the farm manager for one of our Canadian farms, and he said a lot of companies cut corners. Of course they do. If we can save time, we can save money, right? So when you use water in your distillation, so the distiller is this big cooker, and you put the plant material here, you put the water down here, and you heat the water, and the steam comes up, comes through here, picks up the essential oils, and comes out, and we cool it, okay? So in that water, there's minerals. There's going to be buildup of things. So Young Living builds it into their distillation process to have to break it down and clean all the material out so that we don't get calcium buildup and we don't have anything like that. Other companies will add additives to their water, yay, which goes into your essential oils. You could have this beautiful organic plant that has been handled so amazing. And then you put it in the distiller and you add chemicals, and then now what do you have? You have essential oils with chemicals. There's also companies that will add chemicals to their distillation process so that they get more and more and more oil out. Because just putting steam through doesn't get it all. Young Living only does first distillation. That means that we put the plant material in, the steam goes through, we're done with the plant material. That's it. A lot of companies, do what they call full distillation. So to get full distillation, to get every single last bit of essential oil out of that plant, you have to add chemicals. You cannot get them. You have to add solvents to the water to get it out, okay? Then that goes in your essential oil. So you don't have anything pure anymore. Right? Breathe in, breathe out. Put your essential oils that you have in the toilet. Okay. Also, in our distillation process, glass and stainless steel is all that touches our materials. That's it. We do not have aluminum. There's no plastic. There's nothing that's going to break down and get into your product. You don't want anything that is iron that's get in there and break down, and heavy metals. You don't want that. Okay, so the next step is test every single batch. of essential oils for Young Living, all of it comes to Utah and gets tested there, okay? So all of the oils are tested on site wherever they're grown. So like in Ecuador, we have tests there first. Then it gets shipped to Utah where we test every single batch 15 different ways in triplicate. Okay? 2 years ago, we had a batch of peppermint that came in that we got from a third party that is seed to seal. They've got their guarantee with that it's grown all the right ways, okay? We do get some oils from a third party, but they have to be certified that they are doing everything the way that we want. So we get this batch of peppermint in, we test it. That's weird. We test it again. It's really weird. Test it again. It had heavy metals in it. So Young Living rejected it. A company down the street purchased it. But not only did we stop, we were like, no way, that's not good enough for our people. But we didn't stop there. We went back to the distributor and we said, what's going on? Let's go back to your fields. Let's go back through the process and help you figure out what went wrong, because we would like to work with you in the future, because according to us, everything had been done correctly. So let's go backwards. We're not going to buy your stuff, but we're going to help you fix this. So we also have 2 machines that nobody else has. We have not 1, but 2 that test for everything, guys. I mean, just the quality is amazing. What's cool is at our headquarters, our whole lab is in a glass room. So you can go up and watch the whole thing. And there's signs that tell you what all the machines are and what they do and what they're doing in that room. I mean, transparency, guys. And our headquarters in Utah, you can walk in and you can say, hey, can you give me a tour? Or you're welcome to just walk around the lobby area. And the lobby area is where our testing goes on. You can see the whole lab room. So cool. So if our oils do not fit within our parameters and pass our tests, what do we do with them? We reject them. We put them in quarantine and they never get used. Or if they just didn't fall within our chemical makeup, so say like peppermint needs to have X amount of menthol in it and it fell below that or above it, it's not going to meet our standards. But what we can do with that peppermint is use it back on our fields. On our fields, we don't use herbicides or pesticides, but we use essential oils, which are great for pest control. So then with our seal, we make sure that all of the oils are sealed in-house. They have such security. Everything is like locked down. So from all the way from the seed to our sealing of the bottle, that's our promise, is that these are the best oils on the market that you can find at all. So for me, that's why I chose Young Living. And beyond that, I also love that I can go to them if I need something else, like lipstick. I know that there's no junk in here, that it's not going to be poison to my body. I know that I can get supplements. I know that I can get even some food products from Young Living, because that was like big on Gary's wish list, was to have some safe, quality foods for your family. So I don't have to go out and do all the research. I know that Young Living is doing that for me. I hope you guys learned a ton. I know this was a little long. I hope you held in there and learned a ton.